All right, so in one of the other videos, how to build a hot rod, we took the grill off the 36 Pontiac and I lowered the headlights 3.5 inches, which made a huge difference in the way the car looked. No longer did it have the real tall headlights on it, but they look cool. So doing so, I created these holes that were left over from the previous headlight. These are the new holes down here that we drilled. I don't know if you can see them in, but I'll bring you in closer. So I've got to weld these up. Very simple. All we got to do is we took some sheet metal. I cut some ovals out of the sheet metal, filed them down to where they were the perfect fit. Take a little piece of tape. Tape's only going to stay on there for just a minute. Even if I didn't need it to stay on there, it's only going to stay on there for just a minute because once that heat gets to it, it's going to release. But anyway, that tape's going to hold it in place, much like a magnet would, but a magnet kind of interferes with some welding, and it also pretty much kills that magnet. So if it's a decent magnet and you're welding up close to it, it pretty much starts to deteriorate the magnetic qualities of it. So this piece of tape, I'll put a couple of spot welds on it. It'll be good to go. Pull the tape off and then continue to weld it around. All right, so this hole here I never have transferred back. It doesn't need to be that big. We're gonna hide the wires for the headlights in the bracket that we're gonna have to modify a little bit. So anyway, we get these welded up on both sides, and then the grill shell will be ready to reprime and start to do body work on. Let's get after it. All right, so there we go. We got all the holes welded up. We've got all the new holes drilled, except for maybe one right here in the center. The large oval hole that was here, we may duplicate that smaller right there in the center and tuck the wires through. Now this was hard to dolly from the backside. Matter of fact, I haven't done any dollying on it because let me bring you in closer. There's a bracket that goes all the way across here that's actually tied into another bracket that goes around this way and another bracket that goes around that helps hold the radiator in. So I'm gonna duplicate that bracket right here in the new spot, but I'm gonna leave this bracket here. So that has kept me from doing any kind of dolly work from the rear to try to smooth these out any, but there's not very much distortion there at all. So I think it's good to go. And remember, before you do body work over your welds, try to get all that porosity out of there, all that black carbon buildup, because remember, there's a couple of videos back where I showed you where it came back and bit me after 20-something years of doing it that way. And then I showed you how I fixed it on the Porsche video when we did the 911 fenders. I think I've aired that already. If not, maybe you'll see that coming up soon and you'll see how I fixed that problem on there so it won't come back and bite me. Let's get in closer and see what this looks like. I'll show you the bracket on the back side and then we'll get to the other side and get it done. All right, there we go. There's another look at it. You can see that it used to have holes there and not anymore. Now I didn't TIG this up, I went ahead and MIG'd it up because I couldn't dolly it anyway, and you don't want to have to dolly over the MIG welds because they'll crack on you. The TIG welds won't. You can hammer and dolly them all you want to, but this is what it is. So anyway, it's not perfect, but we got rid of the holes. Let's do the other side. Well, guys, there you have it. We got both sides done, and now it's time to start doing body work on this and paint. So stay tuned to how to build a hot rod, the 1936 Pontiac sedan with the LS motor in it. It's going to be a nice one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Be careful out in the shop. Now get out in the garage and go build something. See you guys in the next episode. And don't forget, Christmas is coming up. Head on over to Spanky'sHotRods.com. Grab yourself some sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, t-shirts. Help support the channel that way. I appreciate everything you guys do.